guys, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. So today, as I'm sure you saw from my thumbnail, I want to talk to you about the Nivea cream that I tried, the gel, that everyone was talking about. And I said I'd give it a try and I'd come back to you with the results. Well, obviously I couldn't do that straight away because you've got to wait for time. You know that anyway. Now, my results, don't judge my results at all. This is my opinion and only my opinion, because I know this has worked for so many people. I know it worked for the lovely Anne, who I think found it in the first place that it worked like that. And certainly for my friend Geri, who I've seen proof of it working. First, take into consideration that I have got very, very sensitive skin. And my eye bags are the bane of my life. And if you read me regularly, you must be fed up with hearing that. But they are. So, when I started YouTube, I mean, I was always very conscious of them. But when I started YouTube is when I really started looking into what I could do about them. What sort of treatment I could do. I knew I wouldn't get rid of them. I knew that. But, you know, what could I do? Now, I've watched YouTube for years, but I'd never really sort of gone into it like I do now. You know, I hardly watch a telly, if at all. I'm always doing something on YouTube. And I go into the skincare and I go into what works and what you put on top of each other, and I've studied it a lot more. Now what I want to do is I want to put a little photograph up here and show you my eyes when I very first started YouTube. This is my second video, I think, and I've just put a photo in my eyes so that you can see what they were like when I first started. Now you can see that's a big improvement to what it was. That improvement was done with this cream, which I show you every month. You know I've always in my use-ups. And as I always use the hyaluronic acid and the vitamin C, and you know I put that up to there. So always those ones. Now I have such faith in the Balance products, guys. They are really high street prices, but they are so effective. They are so good. And it's what's done this. It's what's improved them this much. But of course, I suppose it's only natural I'd like to get rid of them all together. And I thought, yeah, I'll try. You know, it's worked for Anne, it's worked for Geri. So I bought it. This one here. And I tried it underneath, exactly as they were showing us, underneath my eyes. Well, after about 2 weeks, guys, under my eyes became worse, much worse. I thought it was just, you know, a reaction or something like that, and I really stood it out. But what happened was, if I can show you where the bag is, I mean, you can still see it. This fleshy part here, it seemed to shrink, but it left the skin. You know, if you've lost a lot of weight and you've got skin, or do you know what I mean? You let a bloom down. You know the type of thing I mean. Well, it must have got rid of some of the fleshy stuff, but it left that skin, and it looked awful. At one time I was really nervous to make the video because I just looked so awful. And if you've looked, probably not, maybe not my last video, but sorry guys, my camera cut off for no reason. Yes, I was saying, if you look at maybe not the last one, but the one before that and the one before that, you will be able to see, if you look closely, that my eye bags are showing quite a lot. And that's
from this place, which I got them with the balance, to there. So I did stop using it. Obviously it doesn't work for me. It's not too bad around here. I'm still going to give it time. Doesn't cause a reaction around here, but I do think it's just working a little bit on me woggle woggle. Whatever the professional term is. I do think it's working under here. So I've been using it here. Been putting a little bit around my lines here. And that seems to be alright. So they seem to be going down a little bit, and that's going down a little bit. So that's fine. I'll carry on with it for that. But definitely not for my eyes. I got so conscious, guys. Why? Because, you know, I'd worked hard, really. So I worked hard. I'm very diligent at doing my eyes every night. And I have been for the last 18 months since I've been doing YouTube. And, you know, I'm quite pleased with the results. I mean, I'm not 25. I'm quite pleased with the results. And I thought, no, I just don't want to do this anymore. So I stopped using it on my eyes. But I still had this baggy skin. So I got in touch with Balance because I trust these guys so much. I just trust them. This is all due to Balance. I trust them so much. I emailed them and asked them what I should do, or if they could suggest anything, and they suggested this anyway. They said try that. So I sent for one of those, and they said that would be the best thing for if the skin is sagging. So I sent for one of those, and within a week it's just gone back to how it was before. Just within a week of using it. For my eyes, I don't want to stray off of anything other than Balance Active, because my eyes are sensitive, but also there's a lot of work to do them. And as the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm not going to try anymore to use anything under my eyes that, you know, would undo all what I've tried to do, if you understand what I mean. So, no, I won't be using that no more, but I'll be sticking to all my balancings. I'll list what the balancings are below. Now, where's that gone? Now, another thing I wanted to speak to you about and for you to take into consideration. When I was showing my friend, Geri, I'll link Geri's channel as well, she said to me, that's not the same one as we do. Or the one that she's got in the US. So I looked at a video, because I remember vaguely seeing it. I looked at a video by Karen from Mrs. Ginger, and she's great. She is a fantastic. If you want any information, she is a mind full of information of stuff. She's like an encyclopedia. Skincare wise, she's ace. So I went through her videos again and had a look at this one, and sure enough, the one in the UK is not the same as the one in the US. Apparently, it's the same ingredients, but it's further down the list. This, where is it, guys? I can never pronounce words, you know what I'm like. Caramitine. I can't say. I'll put it down below. And apparently it's further down in the list because Karen was explaining there's more ingredients in the one in the UK. So therefore it's further down the list than it is in the US. And therefore maybe a little more diluted because there's more things in it. And is it that affected me, or is it one of the other products in here? I don't know, because there's lots of different ingredients, so I don't know. But that's the English version. And I couldn't, the American version I could only get on Amazon, and they want pounds. I mean pounds and pounds. Obviously they're making some money off of that because it's one of them's over £100. Ridiculous. But that's the English version. Now I'm going to carry on using it around here, as I said, because it seems to work well there. But I don't want you to think, oh, I won't try it then, because you can see Anne, I mean, she's drop dead gorgeous. And if it's worked for her, and my beautiful Geri, it's working for her, there's definite proof, and there's definite others that have said it works. So, you know, this is just my opinion on what it's done for my face, because, as I said, it'll work here if your problem's there, or it's not outstanding, but it's certainly, I don't know if you can see my jaw is a wee bit more defined there, but it didn't work for my eyes at all. But my eyes have gone back, I'm trying to get you as close as I can, my eyes have gone back to where they were now, but you can still see that I've got the bags, but compared to the picture I put in, they're a lot better, and that's all because of the balance. So I'm working again with, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I hope that informed you what you wanted to know about that, guys. But remember, it's only my perspective. I will list below all the ladies that I mentioned. I will list Anne's video, I will list Geri's, and I will list Karen's, where she's explaining about the difference. And you'll be able to see for yourself, and compare my picture and see what my bargain basement balance has done for my face. Because that's, to me, it's proof. You can make all the claims in the world that this is the most marvellous thing, but the proof is, and the Nivea was proved on the other ladies, just not on me. But for me, balance is the proof, because balance has worked. As I said, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. So that's the end of my moaning for today. I should be back again on Friday, and it's Dupe Day, but I'm going to keep guessing. I'll see you on Friday, guys. Thanks for being here with me. Be good. Bye. Bye.